final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. Set to return it. Here's Turner. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Saints take
and here come the Saints for their opening drive. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 16 carries, 108 yards.
Well, he's the #2 runner in the league, and you just know the offensive line wants to get him to #1 because most of the good ball carriers, they take care of their linemen. Could be a gold watch in their future if he becomes the leading rusher.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. That kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And a throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Here's Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Little. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
On 1st down, Parker. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Davis on the tackle. The tackle made back at his own 49.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson to the right side and complete to Hurst. For the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
3rd and 4.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Saints 17-yard line.
Again, Jackson. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Ashton Davis racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
At the 23-yard line.
On 3rd down, Jackson looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Little. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Jackson from the shotgun. And he's wrapped up. Taken down, back at the 25. Ashton Davis, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Off the play fake, here's Jackson looking for the end zone. And he's got his target, it's caught for a Colts touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Colts are going to take a 1st quarter lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9.
A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot, but what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, he can't hold him.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And he is going to have a Saints 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
At the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 28. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. He'll try to punch it in, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Saints, if they convert the extra point, they'll have the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
5-yard line.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Jackson.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The Colts send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Oh, it's a wobbler here. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try to cut down the length of the drive.
This is complete to Michael Thomas. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. That's caught. It's Thomas. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Back to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Rohrwasser's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Justin Rohrwasser set to kick off.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Now this will make it into the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
8-yard line.
ground. It's no dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Jackson. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll run it again with Barkley. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Now a handoff looking right. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 42. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. One quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. A first down carry for Barkley. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call.
Offense.
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
They'll drop the throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Thomas.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
15 yards on the play, first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They'll run on first down. Barkley. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Saints add on to their lead.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a 1st down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the 1st down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
This taken in about 4 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
So Lamar Jackson in the offense, down by 10, a minute 56 to go. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. Jackson to throw, and over the middle, this is Parker.
Jackson.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Throw left side complete. That's Little. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Here's Jackson. That is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 33, and he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
So many times we end the game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. Now this will make it into the end zone, and this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Lamar Jackson heading back out as we check out our player spotlight. And maybe he's starting to wave the white. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. And that one incomplete as it stops the clock, reading 18 seconds to go.
2nd and 10.
Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10. To throw again is Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's Parker. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Jackson will throw again. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from way back then.